Hey everybody, welcome back to another amazing video. My name is Greg McDaniel, but of course you know that because you've seen me on all the rest of these videos talking about the Bay Area. You know what? If you guys are thinking about buying or selling or renting or investing here in the greater Bay Area, if you have any questions for me about that, feel free and give me a ring. My number's right there, and you can text or call me on that. I'd love to help you, or love to have one of my team members help you in regards to anything and all things real estate here in the Bay Area. But in this video, what you're going to be learning are the true cost of living in Walnut Creek. You guys ready? Let's go. Walnut Creek is actually the biggest little city here in the East Bay. I actually call it home myself and have several times. So here in Walnut Creek, you know, we have just over 68,000 people and steadily growing with all the new commerce that's coming into the area. Our median price here for Walnut Creek when it comes to real estate is just about $949,000 to about $1 million. You know, we're all the way up into the double-digit millions and all the way, you know, down to the affordable area of about $375,000. Your rents here in Walnut Creek are going to be somewhere in the range of about $2,500, and $2,500 is going to get you, what is it? A one bedroom. Yes, that's one of the incredible things that I've found here in Walnut Creek. You know, when it comes to affordability and the true cost of living here, only about 1% of the rentals here in town are going to be between $1,000 and $1,500. You know, 22% of your rentals are going to be between $1,501 and $2,000. That's your 22, and then the vast majority of your rentals, 77% of them are going to be above the 2,000 mark. Now, for a lot of us that are going to be owning or renting or living here in Walnut Creek, that does not surprise us in the slightest. Here's an interesting fact, though. When it comes to affordability, 42% of all the domiciles here in Walnut Creek are rented, which means 57% of them are owned. There's a fun little track that I went down to take a look at that, and I was like, what does that mean? And from what I found, it's just a lot of people are they don't need the big houses anymore. And so they decided to cut the cost, get into a smaller condo or a townhouse or something like that, and reduce their overall spending. Oh, little side note. By the way, did you know that for $2,500 for your rent, it goes up about 1% a year? And to the fact that you're only getting 791 square feet to live in. Ooh, that's tight. So transportation is a big thing here in Walnut Creek. Now, since this has major transportation going multiple different directions, we use BART here. That stands for Bay Area Rapid Transit. Again, like you've seen in the other videos, it's just our above ground subway system. But a lot of the folks who live here enjoy it because what they do, they can significantly cut down on transportation costs. They don't have to pay the bridge tolls, like $6 or $7 a day, you know, heading into San Francisco, or the wear and tear in their vehicle heading south. What you can do is basically jump on BART or jump on Caltrains for a significantly reduced price and be able to save wear and tear on your vehicles. So transportation here is actually really good. Not to mention the fact they have a lot of free buses here in Walnut Creek that'll take you around the town without you ever having to pay a single dime. Let's talk about cost of living. What? Yeah, cost of living? Yeah, it's expensive. But is it too expensive? It's not, because you've seen some of the other videos, like we talked about Alamo, we talked about Danville, and we talked about San Francisco, and the laundry list goes on. And go check out the other videos, guys. You know, people have been loving them and contacting us on a daily basis over these videos because they brought so much value. So if you have any questions, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so that you guys make sure that you always get notified when I put out new videos. So overall, here in Walnut Creek, now if the average in the US was a score of 100, we are actually at a score of 195. So we're about 95 points above the average here in the United States. You know, California has an average living cost of about 149. So we're about another 50% or 50 points above the average here in California. Now, health is really not that much. It's about 109, so about 9-point difference. So it's not a significant jump. Groceries only a 12-point jump. Now, the big jump is going to be your housing, like we've talked about. Now, it's an average of 377 points. Now, keep in mind, the average in the US is 100, so we are significantly more expensive. Now, if you're going to compare and contrast, we're going to be talking about the median price here in Walnut Creek, about $9.49 right now. The average in California is about $5.52. So there is a difference here when it comes to your pricing. But once you guys come here and you see what you're going to be buying into, it's a phenomenal opportunity. It is truly one of my favorite places to live because you get all the major big things from like being in a bigger town, but you also get that small hometown feeling. That's why a lot of people are going to be paying for it. Your transportation costs aren't significantly higher, about 27 points above the national average. So again, this is really not significant, but it is something you need to keep in mind when you're thinking about moving into Walnut Creek or in the surrounding areas I've done other videos on. Let's do a quick comparison. When it comes to comparing Walnut Creek and Concord, these are two neighboring cities here in the East Bay. There's some interesting fun facts that I just came up with. I didn't come up with them. I looked them up, so let's be honest about this. You know that the people in Concord are on average 10 years and 4 months younger than the folks here that live here in Walnut Creek? Next thing is that did you know that the housing here in Walnut Creek is more expensive than Concord by 31.4%? That's a lot of money. But there's two different cities, and I've done some videos about Concord as well, so make sure you go take a look at those as well so you can compare and contrast as much as you want. The other thing is that the residents in Concord, they have a slightly smaller commute by about 3 minutes. Nothing really to sneeze at, but hey, when you're stuck in your car for an extra 6 minutes, I mean, that is kind of something you want to get rid of. That's why I'm a huge fan and proponent of Walnut Creek. Now let's look at populations of the two different cities. In the last census, there was about 68,000, almost 69,000 people here in Walnut Creek. Now Concord is bragging and coming in at about 130,000. I mean, that's pretty good numbers. The incomes, Walnut Creek is about $87,000, and then Concord is about $76,000. So not a huge shift, about a $10,000 shift. And again, the median prices in Walnut Creek are about $949,000. So pretty healthy number. But then you also look into Concord and their median value, because we are taking a look at everything, guys. We're looking at condos, townhouses, single families, the whole gamut. And they come in about $600,000. So there is a distinguishing difference there. Also, the fact when it comes to unemployment here in Walnut Creek is about 2.8%. Concord is 3.2%. So there is a little bit of a gap there. Overall, these are two great cities. You are going to pay a little bit more to live in Walnut Creek, but you get a few more amenities. You got a great downtown, sprawling business area, and I strongly encourage you guys to go take a look at it. You guys have any questions about Walnut Creek or about any other videos that I've shot ever, make sure you guys give me a call right there. That's my number. You can get a hold of me, you can text me, or you can call me. And if you have any questions about real estate in the area, if you're thinking about moving here, pick my brain. Let me be your guide. Let me walk you through and find the best place for you and your family. Either myself or someone on my team would be happy to work with you. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to hit the subscribe button, bing, and that bell so you guys make sure you come and get alerted every time I upload a new video so you can stay on the hip and cool trend list of everything to do here in the Bay Area. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.